What's on, Minifans? Now this project came about because I loved the look of the arches I made in the last project, the Zone Mortalis tile walls. So I came up with this. And this is going to be a bit of an ongoing project. I'm going to do another project next based on this. And so these are made out of pretty simple materials, just a bit of chipboard, bit of card, magnets, and some like magnetic sheet, and of course lots and lots of rivets. Anyway, if you like anything in this video, feel free to like and subscribe, helps me out massively, and I have some Amazon affiliate links in the description below. Also, the templates I used for this are on my Patreon, free of charge. You can search for templates and it will come up with all the templates I've made. Anyway, enough of this, let's get on to crafting. I've started off by printing the template out onto card and then gluing this with PVA glue onto 3mm chipboard, and then I go ahead and cut these out. Off camera I also reused my Zone Mortalis tiles template and just cut out 4 of those. After cutting those out, which was, not gonna lie, a bit of a chore, I glue the front arch onto the back one, making sure the arch especially is in line. And I do actually sand down the sides a little later, but I do this off camera. Now, this is actually after I've done everything else, because I did something else initially, and you'll see kind of what I did later when I'm sealing everything with Mod Podge. But I decided it didn't look very good, so I came back and did this. So I made this little template. So we've got, well, you can see I've glued a bit to chipboard, so those top bits will be cut out, and this is to provide strength. And then the other bit is just going to be card with the square and the circle on it. And the square and the square is for the magnetic sheet, circle is for a 5mm by 1mm magnet. So I'm just going to cut all these out. Oh, fun times. It's riveting time. Trusty rivets. Love them, hate them. Anyway, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know how I do this now, but if you haven't, I grab a cocktail stick and put a tiny bit of blue tack on the end, whack some super glue down on, well, something it's not going to seep into, and then get a rivet on the cocktail stick, into the super glue, into place on wherever you're putting it, and rinse and repeat a million times. Now, someone did mention on my last video this idea they had, and it looks intriguing, and that's to use a diamond painting pen with these little tiny diamond things, and you can just pop them down real quick, and they would make beautiful rivets. So I am looking into buying one of these. On to the tiles to go on the top of these. So I've already cut out the little card bits, as you can see, and then I just cut out 4 squares of chipboard, and these are 5x5. And then I go ahead and glue the card bit on top with some PVA. I go ahead and seal everything now with watered down Mod Podge. Onto the magnetic sheet. So I stick some on the bottom of those 4 tiles we've just made, and then just cut the excess off with scissors. And I also put little squares on the sort of feet of these supports. And I sand all this a little bit just so paint will adhere a bit better. I go ahead and assemble the structure now, and I'm just using PVA glue to stick it together, and you can see exactly what I do. Magnetizing. I go ahead and glue the magnets on now. So I'm doing one in each corner on the top, and then one on either side on the template where that little circle is. And I found the easiest way to do this was, again, cocktail stick, bit of blue tack, pick up the magnet, super glue, boom, down, done. Pretty much my standard paint job. I've primed in black, done a base coat of burnt umber, and then I give it a good old dry brush in silver. For the 2 sides with the magnets on, I grab a sponge on a stick, some red paint, and then sponge it on to make it look all chipped and worn. For the tiles, I'm sticking with my standard grey, which I mix myself, and I must say, between my different tiles, they don't quite match, but it's close enough, especially with the dirt and grime, it doesn't really matter. But anyway, I do a couple of coats of this. Then once that grey is dried, I dry brush some white in the centre of those tiles. After everything's dried, I give the whole lot a once over with my black wash. Time to do some rust. So I just sponge on burnt umber, wait for that to dry, and then sponge on orange over the top. I also do a bit of the burnt umber on the grey tiles just to make them look a bit dirty. Final stage, I do a bit of staining with some brown ink in various places. And that's the end of the project. Here's a few photos of the finished piece. Well pleased with these. I can see lots of possibilities. I mean, you can stack them side by side. Yeah, very cool. What I'm actually going to do probably, because it is a bit of a faff to make these, but they're easily castable. So I think I'll make a mold of the 2 pieces or 3 pieces and then just cast loads of them. We'll see. But this, I think, will be the start of a bigger project. The next project is going to lead on from this, but you have to wait and see what I do there. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers for now.